The world is so pretty. Are you seeing this? I get too excited about these things. I'm sorry. Let's talk university. This video is presented to you by EA Game Changers. I had the chance to go to Sims Camp in California this week, which means I got to go fly out to the Sims studios in San Francisco and play university early. So I came back with hours of footage and a ton of information for you guys. And so today, I can finally share it with you. And obviously, as a builder, one of the most important parts of a new pack for me is the world, the build mode, and the existing lots that they place in the world. And so today we're gonna tour Britechester. So here it is. As you can see, there are 3 new neighborhoods and 13 new lots. There's 2 universities and then 1 like town center area. And so each university has their own small neighborhood. Small is kind of an understatement, they're pretty big. And the town center has like a library and a bar and some off-campus housing. There are also 4 new families in this save, but only 8 new Sims. And I think this is probably okay because to have a million existing townies would be a little bit much. There isn't a ton of residential lots in this world, and I secretly despise the fact that they put townies in the dorms, and I'll explain why in a little bit, but I think 8's a good number. Also, the lots in this pack aren't as bad as before. They're still empty, as always, because there's object limitations and stuff for the Sims team, but they're not as ugly as they have been in the past. There's only 1 lot that I actively despise, and that's a good, I mean, out of 13, like, you know, the houses are, we'll talk. But as we get started, today we're gonna jump into the library first. Now this is like the main center point lot of that middle neighborhood. And this one I was thoroughly impressed with. I was like, wait, this looks really good. It doesn't look empty inside. The outside's really pretty. There's like a cool like grassy bit on the exterior. It's a big lot. The world around it is amazing. I mean, I was impressed with this one. Of course I renovated it still, but it's pretty nice on the inside. And if you're seeing that in the back there, there's bathroom stalls. So it just is a game changer all around. But you'll see we have like a computer area. Those are research machines on the back wall. And then there's actual computers as well. And there's a ton of bookcases and things. There isn't much for your sim to do here. It is a library. So like, you know, you can come and study. There are groups that meet here every day almost to study and stuff like that. But like, realistically, it could use some more objects, I feel like, because there are things like the debate stuff and those robot making machines that just aren't here. So when I renovated it, I put them in this lot. I think this is a good example of them taking their limitations and making a really nice build out of it. But moving on to more lots in this front neighborhood, there's one bar called Pepper's Pub. It's pretty small, but to be expected with, you know, lots in game. The world around it is adorable. I like the idea of the style. I just feel like it could use maybe a bit of a renovation, but like, I'm gonna say that about all these things. It definitely could use some help from me, no offense. But it's cute on the outside, and I love the world. I think it fits in really, really well. It is 2 stories. The first one has a bar and a bunch of seating and stuff, and then upstairs there's more seating and a ping pong table. They added ping pong tables into this pack. So your Sims can come here, they can play ping pong, juice pong, or they can just hang out and sit downstairs. There are groups that meet here almost every night as well. There's organizations on university campus, and they all kind of meet and hang out in different public spaces, and that's one of the main ones. Now, in this town, there's also a few residential lots. There's 3 off-campus housing options. There's like 5 houses, but 2 of them are on campuses, so you can still live there like from the university and rent a room and stuff like that. But the 3 off-campus housing lots are in this neighborhood. There's 2 new townie families and 1 empty starter home. And you guys might recognize the Pleasants. They're making a return from The Sims 2. The Pleasant twins go to university. I didn't even play The Sims 2, and even I was excited about this. But Angela and Lilith Pleasant have moved into an old family home located in Gribbs Hill to attend the prestigious universities in Britechester. It will be a true test to find out whether their bond as twins can overcome their differences. Their majors have already split them into separate universities, but whether they will be at odds or work together to make it through is a new challenge in their life. And they live in one of these big townhouses in this main central neighborhood of Gribbs Hill. I love that. It's also on a hill. There's like the university's at the top of the big hill, and there's houses lining down the sides. There's like the bar and the homes in the back, and also a ton of beautiful water and rivers. I love the style of this world. I think it's beautiful. Your Sims can bike all around it. I mean, there's so many good things about this world. I was really pleased. Honestly, I think I couldn't have asked for a better world for this pack. This is exactly how I imagined it to be. This is fantastic. Honestly, even the lots, I'm pretty impressed. Although, as you can see, the houses are, whew, oh boy, okay. I definitely laughed out loud when I saw it. because you can tell they're trying to make things fit in with the world. You know, they're kind of having them match the exteriors of the other houses in the background. It's just, you can't recreate those houses on the scale of a Sims build, because the ones actually in-game look so boxy and weird, and it's so sad. It's a really big house, though, too, for the both of these girls. They each have their own whole floor, but you can see from the outside, it is just a big, giant, flat box. And I think that it could certainly use some renovations from me, so don't worry, I'll be doing that. But next door, there's another one. Similar shape, almost the exact same shell, but a different family lives there. It's the Elderberry family. And it's these two grandparents and their grandson who live here together. So there are elders in university. Your elders can't attend university, obviously. It's just kind of geared towards young adults, just like real life. Anyone can go, but obviously the majority of students are all people that are like 18 to 22-ish. But this family, Ekrem and Elmore, have lived in Gibbs Hill their whole lives, from young love to a growing family and finally into retirement. Eleanor loves seeing the new students appear each term, but Ekrem isn't always as fond of the young adults taking over their quiet town. Recently, the couple's teenage grandson, Rowan, came to live with them as he prepares to go to university soon. Rowan will finish high school and have to make his final decision on what university he wants to attend. Yep, just as you would expect. It's a big old box. I also don't understand when the mailboxes are placed where they are. I think they just didn't put mailboxes down, so the game generated them there. I don't know. It's a weird place for a mailbox, but as you can see, it is just a big 3-story box, and then it's got more of like a grandma style on the inside, because obviously these grandparents live here, so they've got wallpaper everywhere and stuff, and then they have bedrooms. I think it's cute because the third floor has like kids stuff in it. Like, it's obvious that it's like a family has lived here, and so they've got toys and stuff. I don't really understand those little apple chests that they've got everywhere, but you know, it's cute. Love the concept. And then finally, the one starter home in the world. It's cute, it's small, it matches the world style. I'm gonna bulldoze this in my game. I'm gonna replace it with a lounge or a nightclub or something, because I feel like it's more fitting to have, you know, more stuff for your Sims to do, as opposed to having a starter home, because like, why would you move into a starter home in this world? You have no reason to live in a starter home. I mean, you might, but like, meh. I'd rather go to a nightclub, you know? But it is just a 2-story cute starter home. I like the idea of it being 2 stories. It gives you room to expand pretty easily, but it does only have a single bed in it. So... And now moving on to the University of Britechester. As you can see, this world is stunning. It's got that like classic old university feel. It reminds me a little bit of Northwestern in Illinois. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? My grandparents went there when they were young, and then they have lived in Evanston their whole lives. It holds a special place in my heart. As a child, I always wanted to go there, and then when I got older, and I was like, oh, it costs like how many dollars a year? Over 60,000? No, and so I didn't even apply. But it was a dream of mine to go there for a long time. But the world is stunning. It makes me happy just looking at it. And of course, the Commons lot is what you might expect. It's the Commons, it's the cafeteria for the students, it's like the debate hall. It fills that like student union purpose. And when you come here, this one I think is beautiful from the outside. It could use like some minor updates, so don't worry, I did them. I renovated it already. But when you come inside, you'll see that it's got a cafeteria on the right, so there's like the cafeteria object. Your Sims can come here and get food. It's free for students, and then they have like tables and stuff. And on the left, they have like the debate area. They've got some computers and tables for studying. I mean, it really fills the purpose of what you might expect it to. It just, it could use some help, but I love the exterior, and I like how small it is, because when they make these lots smaller, it means that they look more full on the inside, and I think this is a great size for the Commons. So we're gonna move now into one of the houses on campus. There are 2 dorm lots per campus, and then 2 houses, one on each world, school, whatever. And the houses are just like on-campus housing. Picture like a sorority house or something like that, but it's a house your Sims can rent. The one in Britechester is interesting looking, to say the least. I think it's an interesting concept, but you know, it be like that. I definitely will be renovating this house. It's my second least favorite lot in the new world, but you'll see on the outside it's pretty big, and then on the inside there are a bunch of bedrooms, and I definitely get that like on-campus university housing feel. There can sleep 4 Sims here. I say a bunch of bedrooms. There's 2 bedrooms, but there's 4 beds, and there's a new roommate feature in this pack, so you can have NPC roommates, like roommates that you don't actually live with you. So they aren't in your household, but they live in your house, and they'll fill in those beds in Drake Hall. But then in the dorm rooms, like I said, there's 2 of them. They're each a little bit different on the inside, but there's like the same building on the outside, just like how in real life it kind of is. And this is a very Americanized dorm living situation. I understand that, So a lot of people at Sims Camp, like Europeans, people from Australia, were all like, why can't you have a kitchen? Meh. And I was like, we can't have kitchens, yes! Because I was so excited about that. Because I didn't have a dorm in my kitchen at all. I didn't have a dorm in my kitchen at all. I didn't have a kitchen in my dorm at all. Not even in the building. We just had mini fridges and microwaves. There was no kitchen at all in my entire building. And same in this building, there isn't a kitchen. And the purpose of that is to make your Sims leave the dorm and go on campus and get food in the commons and like get you out of the house. And I like that idea of trying to push you to leave your building and move more places in campus. So stoves are actually banned on this lot type. You physically cannot place a stove. But the actual lots themselves have a bunch of bedrooms and just like some empty commons, just like how you would have a dorm in real life. Each bedroom has 2 beds and like 2 desks and some dressers and stuff like that. And so your Sims have to share rooms with their roommates. You can get single rooms in some places in this world, but obviously, as you can see, there are single beds that you have to share in rooms with people. There's also open showers, and you can kind of make your own walk-in showers that way. And then the other dorm building actually has a person living in it, so be careful, be wary of Darby's Den. There's the best of friends household living here, and if you move into this dorm, you're gonna actually be in their household, like you'll have those Sims with you. They won't just be your roommates, they'll actually like be Sims you have to control. They don't really warn you about that in menus when you're moving places, so just avoid Darby's Den if you don't want random Sims in your household. But these two, Julia and Becca, have been the best of friends since they met in kindergarten. Nobody that knows them could imagine them going to university without the other one by their side. Now, as they're starting a whole new journey into university, it's up to the pair to see if their friendship will survive this new adventure and carry them through adulthood. Similar dorm to the one before, same exterior shape, but the rooms are a little bit different and stuff like that. This one actually has 2 bedrooms that both have 3 beds in it, which seems like a god-awful nightmare to have 2 roommates in one room, but if you want to suffer a ton, feel free. It has the same bathroom layout. It also has single bedrooms, so you could actually get a single if you lived here, which is a good thing because, you know, you don't have to share a room with somebody. Now, these lots can't be edited from build mode while you're living in them. You have to do it from Manage Worlds or use a build sheet, bb.enable free build to edit it, and I know people have, like, some weird qualms about that. They're like, oh my god, I can't go into build mode in my dorm room. That's my impression of them. I think this is great, personally, because, you know, when you move into someone else's building, like an apartment or a dorm, you can't like paint the walls or change the floors. You can like, you know, change your bed and put up posters and stuff maybe, but you certainly can't change the shape of the windows or paint anything or anything like that. And so I think they've done a great happy medium here where they've given us like a penthouse style lot. They've put a build on it, so you could change the whole build if you wanted to. You could bulldoze it and put something else here if you wanted. It's a lot that's just on top of a building. And then you could build things into it. So build your own dorm rooms, build your own dorm building, and then once you come in and live in it, you can't edit it anymore. It's like letting us build our own apartments. It's a whole new method of building, and I love this. This is everything I ever could have dreamed of about building my own apartments, because I can now. And then I can populate it with roommates. And it's annoying that you can't like change your bedspread or anything, but you could just go into free build and edit it that way. And of course, your Sims can actually buy anything they might need from a little shop on campus that puts it in their inventory. So once you get any draggable items like mini fridges, microwaves, posters, books, decorations, they're all draggable. So they'll put them in your Sims inventory, and then you can kind of move them into the room yourself without having to actually go into build mode. And I think this is perfect. This is exactly how I imagined they would do it, and I'm so glad they did it this way because, again, I can build my own if I want to, but also I can't edit the lot. So it's this perfect like happy medium with apartments. It's like how The Sims 3 worked, how you could like sort of manipulate them if you wanted to using cheats, but also you couldn't edit the exterior without cheats. Perfect. Fantastic. I was so pleased with this. On Twitter, people were like, oh my god, the dorms are so empty. I don't get it. And honestly, when have you ever moved into a dorm room that was fully decorated? Like, come on. And that makes perfect sense to me. I know that my experience is very American with school, and you might disagree with the kitchens or anything like that, but God, I'm so happy about this. I love their methods for making the dorm rooms work in this pack. And now we move to Foxbury, the other university campus in the town, the more modern Foxbury Institute. This one's more science and industry based, where the other one, Britechester, is more based in the arts and things like that. And the first lot we're popping into is Foxbury Commons. My least favorite lot in the world. Guys, I am so sad about this, and I understand that they have limitations for the number of objects they can place in these lots because they have to make them minimum spec compatible. So you could play this game on like a potato laptop and these lots would still load, but man, it sucks that it's so empty, because this lot, one, the exterior is kind of a big weird box looking thing, and I don't really know about that, but then the interior, because it's so huge, looks so empty, and it makes me so sad because Britechester is a lot smaller, so the commons looks really full and good. This lot, it's so empty. They have the cafeteria, but there's like weird rugs everywhere to fill up space. I imagine because they had to like have only so many objects, and they're like, okay, well, we can use a rug to make the place look more full, even though there's just one tiny object here. And it's so disappointing. But of course they have like tables for the cafeteria. They've got the cafeteria object where your Sims can get food. They've got like a ping pong table and then the robotic stuff and some computers. But it definitely could use some renovating. Honestly, I'm also getting Get Famous Museum vibes from the shape of the exterior. And we don't need that. No one needs that. I should never be reminded of that lot. If your bill reminds me of that lot, come on. Do you want me to cry? Next we have Maritime Manor. This is another house lot on campus. I like how they've done it because they've got this cul-de-sac of fake houses and then this one at the end, so it kind of matches the shape and the style of the houses nearby, but then inside it's, you know, just a university house. On the inside there's a few bedrooms, how you might expect it to look. There's also like a master bedroom upstairs. I was kind of weirded out by that, but like, I mean, live your dream, you know? They move into that lot through the campus enrollment. So when your Sims get accepted to university, they go in to enroll and then they can move into that space. Just like they do with dorms, there's 2 dorms on this campus as well. One of them also has a sim in it, but this first one, Title Tower, is empty as far as like household Sims. It will fill with roommates, of course. And these are these 2 towers, each one has a dorm on top, and again, these are penthouse lots, so you could basically build anything you want on top of it. So you can make it however you'd like. There's a few 3-bedroom dorms, like 3 Sims sleeping in one room. God, what a nightmare. And there's like 1 single room and a couple doubles. And this is a pretty like modern, fancy looking building. I was very impressed. I think I like these better than the ones in Britechester. They look nicer. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like my campus has like the old stinky dorms that are cheaper. I lived in one of those, but I had a single room. So like, you know, living the dream. And then they have like the more modern, like apartment style, fancier dorms. I definitely get like, oh, you built this, you know, 5 years ago, fancy modern dorm. The new dorms were built in the 70s in Britechester. You know, they're not new. 70s is maybe an overstatement with that one. Again, the other one has a sim living in it, so be wary of moving into this building, because if you move into that one, that sim will be put into your household. Just keep that in mind. You'll get Mr. Fletcher hanging out with you. Cameron Fletcher is all about learning new things at school. What a nerd, honestly. He's just not sure how to make friends with the people around him. It's hitting too close to home. With just a little nudge in the right direction, Cameron is sure to master university life. He's a cute sim. I relate to him a lot, like with the no friends thing. Here is his building, the other one on campus. It's very similar to the one before, as you can see. Is it even the same? I don't care if it's the same, to be honest. They're just dorms. You can edit them. Their dorms in real life are all identical, you know, like no one's surprised. But that is Britechester. And as you can see, the Foxbury campus is stunning. It's a lot more modern than the one before, obviously, as you might expect. All the classes are rabbit holes here, so your Sims will go to these other buildings on campus and then they'll go into them and go to school. Now, I have a bone to pick with all you rabbit hole fools, okay? A rabbit hole is like when your Sims go to work and then they just disappear for 8 hours or whatever, and people are so up in arms, like, why can't I go to class with my Sims? And I am so glad that we don't have to go to class with our Sims. Rabbit hole classes for this game are so good. Keep in mind, you guys, if you went to class with them, you're just gonna be in there. It's an hour and 25 minutes long every class. And what are you gonna do? Sit in there with them for an hour and 25 minutes? It's so short, you can't actually do anything with them in class. And like The Sims 3 had classes you could actually attend, like lectures you could physically go to with your Sim, and they just sat there for 2 hours. And then the Sim at the front was like, for 2 hours, and then you left. And that's all it was. And that's all it would be in The Sims 4 too, because what are you gonna do in class? Like, genuinely, what do you want to do in class? I don't get the appeal of this. For me, I'd much rather have my Sims go off to class on their own and then me do things outside of class, like do my homework, do my projects, write my papers, study things, have friends, you know, join organizations. I'd much rather spend my time that I'm playing with my Sim doing outside of class things. Even like how they've added in this pack, they've added university papers, presentations. We didn't have that in past universities. The Sims 3 didn't have any of that. This game has so much more depth and it's exciting, and there's 2 schools, there's 13 majors. I mean, this pack is great. In the world, genuinely, there are a few lots that I'm like, oh, I don't know about this, but I'm impressed and pleased overall. I mean, this is what I would expect from the Sims team. Some of the past packs, things like Get Famous, Realm of Magic, the lots were so bad. It was like shockingly laughable bad. And this pack is good. I mean, I'm impressed. I want to fix things still, but like I don't feel like I have to change everything for it to be playable. I think that just the Foxbury Commons needs to be edited for it to work well. And I mean, 1 out of 13, that's pretty good. But the world is good. I'm so excited to build in it. There are so many ideas that I have for things I want to add. The Simsie save. You guys, I've already done a couple renovations. I'm so excited about it. I love University. I really am pleased with this pack. And we all know that lilsimsie has not been so happy with some past packs we've had. Like the most recent ones, I mean, Get Famous, Strangerville, Realm of Magic, Macedo stuff. Like, I've been disappointed for a while, and I like this one. I have more videos coming soon, obviously, more builds and gameplay stuff. And then the pack comes out on Friday, so get ready, kids. I'm also gonna stream tonight looking at my footage. I've got hours of footage to show you. I don't have the game yet because I played it there. I don't have it on my PC yet, but we can talk about University now. So if you have any questions or anything like that, my Twitch channel is linked down below. I'll be live tonight talking more about the pack. But on that note, I am going to go, so please make sure to leave a like and comment and subscribe and do all those fun YouTube things. And in case you guys didn't know, I post new videos every single day, and so I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. I'm getting excited all over again. Guys, I really like this pack. I'm so impressed. I'm so happy. It's so good. And we only talked about the world. There's so much gameplay we haven't even discussed yet. I mean, oh, I love this. Okay, deep breaths.